Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Uncle Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om
श्री राम जय राम जय जय स्वामीजी इदे लाइन अल्ले इट्टा मदी पॉकेट अल्ले वेंड बेटर एंगल राम श्री राम
Giving
जय
instructions.
राम
Yes, Swamiji.
She is fond of giving instructions.
राम जय राम एंड स्वामीजी 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 इडे स्वामीजी
Swamiji, she's saying Swamiji, if Swamiji can put it in the
ഒന്ന്
front.
രണ്ടെണ്ണം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ.
Swamiji.
Swamiji doesn't like to follow instructions. जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री 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 राम जय राम जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Thoughts for pondering during and after Namosav. How can I begin to feel the presence of the Nami to begin with, at least during the time of chanting? Sadhana consists in removing the obstacles in our nature so that the eternal truth within may reveal itself spontaneously. When chanting is done attentively, both chanting and listening, a subtle feeling of his presence begins to arise. When chanting is done attentively, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om. When chanting is done attentively, both chanting and listening, a subtle feeling of His presence begins to arise. At times it is felt that the chanting is not merely done by us, but is also being silently witnessed within. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om. Chanting done with love and devotion awakens the feeling that He is near and living within us. Prayer combined with chanting softens the heart, helps us feel His presence more intimately. During mental chanting, the subtler inner sound of the name helps turn the mind inward towards Him. During mental chanting, the subtler inner sound of the name helps turn the mind inward towards Him. During chanting, the mind may try to objectify the Nami and fails. Then slowly the understanding dawns that He is not an object to be seen, but the very subject, the awareness, because of which everything is known. Chanting itself becomes possible only because of His presence within us. Reflecting on this deepens the feeling that He alone enables all. All thoughts gradually quieten during the chanting. A silent feeling of His presence begins to reveal itself naturally. As thoughts gradually quieten, between two chants or two thoughts, there is a silent gap. Can I gently become aware of that stillness? Can I feel that the one whom I invoke through the name is already present within me as awareness or life or peace? When the sense of me and mine becomes less active, does the feeling of His presence become clearer to me? Can I remain quietly alert during chanting instead of being mechanical or absent-minded? Can I begin to recognize that the peace felt during chanting does not come from outside, but from the Nami within? The more the mind becomes quiet, simple, loving, surrendered, the more naturally His presence begins to shine forth. And then we will now go through what happens to us. Let us all, you silently hear, okay? The Nami silently dwells within us. The Nami becomes evident when me and mine fall away. The Nami pervades the universe. Let deeds flow as spontaneous expressions of the Nami. The Nami is the beginning, middle, and end of all happenings. The name Nami is the real doer. The Nami who is love dwells in the heart. All are one in the Nami. The Nami expresses as innocence and sincerity. Each life is uniquely the Nami's expression. Rest in the protecting grace of the Nami. Awaken the sleeping divine consciousness, the Nami. Name is the origin of all creation and the great provider. The Nami is the origin of all creation and the great provider. The master, the Nami, has a master plan for our lives. The Nami is with us, has always been with us. The Nami within us is doing all. Nothing is ours, everything belongs to the Nami. Harmonize outer activities with the remembrance of the Nami. Remove the veil that hides the presence of the Nami. Nothing is irrelevant or insignificant because everything comes from the Nami. Each of us is unique, born to reveal the Nami uniquely. I think it has come. The Nami is everywhere, do not limit him. The Nami is the eternal light and joy pervading the universe. The Nami is the witness of all thoughts. The Nami is the silent presence behind the mind. Offer your heart to the Nami with gratitude. Trust the guidance of the Nami in all situations. Perform every action as an offering to the Nami. Let remembrance of the Nami guide every step of life. Perform every action as an offering to the Nami. The Nami silently directs everything in our life. Recognize the Nami as unasked grace. Recognize the Nami as the divine designer. The Nami, when remembered, helps us evaluate before plunging into action. The Nami expresses as dexterity in action, the art of skillful work. The Nami prompts righteousness, then tackle all challenges. The Nami awakens expansive love that will move towards lasting happiness. Give priority to the Nami. Recognizing the core of our being, the Nami, leads to humbleness. The Nami flowers through simplicity and leads us towards success. The Nami awakens inner riches that uplift everyone. The Nami draws the mind towards the higher. The Nami aligns us with the ideal, helps us master the pattern. The Nami inspires goodness, which is its own reward. Nami helps us rise above the dominance of the assumed self. Nami arranges to come out of the conceptual prison. The Nami connects us daily to the higher consciousness. The Nami awakens awareness of the stillness within. The Nami deepens reflection to reveal the core content. The Nami guides the mind like a close friend. The Nami awakens the hidden potential within. The Nami reveals the common factor in all. The Nami reveals that the seen is only a fragment. The Nami helps us realize the absolute in the unseen, not seen. The Nami expresses through gentle expressions, resolves many problems. The Nami helps us remain untouched by outer influences. The Nami helps us remain an impartial witness. The Nami helps us engage fully in actions while remaining detached. The Nami gradually trains the mind towards steadiness. The Nami reveals surrender as seeing the truth as it is. The Nami reveals surrender as seeing the truth as it is. Nami help us detach from Maya and attach to Him. Nami reveals surrender as seeing the truth as it is. It has come. Nami guides right knowledge toward the ultimate solution. The Nami helps us remain unaffected by attraction and aversion. The Nami helps us overcome illusion through discernment. The Nami helps us look beyond outer appearance. The Nami helps us recognize the limitation of the puny intellect. Oh. The Nami helps us distinguish between the body and the knower of the body. The Nami helps us realize how the three gunas bind the spirit to the body. The Nami helps us choose applied knowledge over mere theoretical knowledge. The Nami awakens selflessness, which is the path to spiritual growth. The Nami helps free our action from the me and mine. The Nami reveals the joy hidden in selflessness. The Nami helps us become one with the field of action. The Nami leads us towards fullness and excellence. Nami helps us become one with the field of action. Nami leads us towards fullness and excellence. Nami helps us let go and move towards union with God. Nami helps us reflect before we act. The Nami guides us towards moderation in activity, food and rest. The Nami strengthens consistent effort and self-denial. The Nami strengthens constancy, the foundation of success. The Nami deepens dedication through constant remembrance. The Nami leads the mind into inner silence and discipline. The Nami helps us recognize the One as the source of all creation. Nami helps us see divinity all around. The Nami reveals its manifestation through life's expressions. Nami helps us identify the base behind all projections. Nami guides resilience and recovery through all difficulties. Nami helps us remain steady amidst life's ups and downs. Nami helps us remain even-mindedness in all situations. Nami helps us remain unshaken amidst the shifts around us. Nami helps us rise above positive and negative. Nami helps us look beyond the outer behavior of others. Nami within us reveals that God is already within. God is ever within. The Nami is the light and joy pervading the universe. Nami helps us surrender individual will to God's will. Nami helps us rise above worldly thoughts. Nami helps us rise above I and mine. Nami leads us from ignorance to knowledge. Nami transforms our actions into God's action. This action. Nami helps us rely on the eternal beyond the perishable. Nami helps us serve without seeking name or fame. Nami helps us rise above greed and attachment to wealth. Nami helps us remain connected to Him always. Nami helps us remain calm and cheerful always. Nami helps our eyes see with kindness and our words become gentle. Nami moves us to comfort those who suffer. Nami inspires us to offer everything to Him. Nami helps us realize that He is within and is the true doer. The Nami helps us rise above caste, religion and social divisions. Nami helps us realize that He in our heart is the same in all. The Nami reveals that surrender brings love, peace and courage. The Nami helps us respond to evil with goodness and forgiveness. The Nami blossoms as sincerity and integrity in life. The Nami helps us trust that His grace is present even in failure. The Nami allows to transform us from within. Nami expresses as peace, love, compassion and creativity. The Nami helps us spread love like a flower spreading fragrance. The Nami reveals us the master plan of our lives. Nami helps us realize that nothing is ours, everything belongs to Him. The Nami awakens knowledge, helps us experience His presence. The Nami helps us realize that He is behind all happenings. The Nami silently sustains life without rest. The Nami enables us to experience life in all its richness. The Nami remains with us as the inner companion always. The Nami dwells within us as the indwelling presence. The Nami invites us to participate in His divine play. The Nami teaches us through the earth to transform with patience. The Nami teaches us through water to flow without attachment. Nami teaches us through water to flow without attachment. Nami teaches us through space to accommodate all. The Nami teaches us through air to live lightly. The Nami teaches us through fire to awaken inner aspiration. The Nami reveals Himself as beauty, power and presence. The Nami frees us from slavery to objects. The Nami fills the inner emptiness with lasting fullness. The Nami reveals the inner fullness already present within us. The Nami frees us from the burden of ownership. The Nami helps us recognize the sacredness in all relationships. The Nami helps us recognize the only reality behind all change. The Nami awakens the sleeping divine consciousness within us. The Nami is the origin of all creation and the great provider. The Nami reminds us that He is the master with a master plan for our lives. The Nami helps us recognize that He is always with us. The Nami helps us remember that He within us is doing all. The Nami helps us realize that nothing is ours, everything belongs to Him only. The Nami helps us realize that He in our heart dwells in all. The Nami helps us remain calm and cheerful always. The Nami purifies the heart so that He may take His seat within. The Nami helps us remain watchful and take refuge in Him. The Nami deepens chanting through faith and devotion. The Nami helps us feel the silent gap between mantras. The Nami awakens the consciousness that we are Ram. The Nami helps us realize that He alone is our sole refuge. The Nami helps us realize that we come from Him and return to Him. The Nami enables us to see beyond mere appearances. Nami enables us to hear the deeper harmony of life. The Nami silently reveals Himself through every breath. Nami enables us to experience and express sweetness in life. When we read this, what welled up in our mind? 160.
You read all the 160 Swamiji?
Yeah.
Not only for 160. Marathon.
Yeah. No, we wanted to experiment upon ourselves. When we just go through the very caption, no, we have not read the example or explanation. Only the caption.
Which I observed, the whole thing is that Nami makes us happen, Nami makes us aware that Nami is doing things and making us do things. It's becoming clearer and clearer. That's it.
Yes, then anything else? He is leading us. Then, he is all in all. He is okay. Then,
Nani was trying to say something. Nami is the soul refuge.
hold.
Refuge.
Then,
Like we are nothing. We are nothing. He is everything. Somehow that feeling comes, we have to do something.
Whatever he's making it happen. That feeling is there.
படிக்கும்போது there is nothing to worry like that. But afterwards, things come back.
anything else?
We remain calm with the help of Nam.
We remain calm with the help of Nam.
Then, that is the truth.
Yeah.
The very repetition of the word Nami, that quietens the mind. And one more dimension, what could be? To some extent, it covers up everything that we know, Everything that is knowable, to some extent, it is covered. So instead of repeating to ourselves that he is all-pervading, he is in everything, we have not covered all, but it gives us a feeling, it covers everything. Because many of our daily life, the field of daily life, the different variety, the types of experience we go through in our daily life, some of the objects we come across in daily life, some of the situation or reactions in us, in our daily life, they are all covered in this. And when we hear that, unknowingly, we distance from the subject. Even while reading, so the Nami is not only the witness, Nami is not only what we see outside, but he is also the witness. Because not one or two or three, 160. You have to do some slight editing. Mysterious, subtle, mysterious power. So what the present Sankalpa that he gives us is, we will have 8 points. That means 8 into 20, 160. For 20 Namosava program, we can use this 8. It can be translated in all languages, kept ready. And the process is going to be very, very, very inspiring. Because every time when we sit and do, we are not associating with anything, only Nami, 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 Nami. Unknowingly, the tapasya of concentrating on the Nami. We were also reading. Nami. Nami is reading about Nami, Nami is hearing about Nami. Nami is going through Nami.
There was some sentence, no? Something listens within and is greatly pleased. What is that? Some nice sentence.
Some editing to be done.
Something inside it listens and is greatly pleased.
In our talks on the Gita, there is a thing first, he's, what do you call that? He silently watches without interfering. Then he slowly gives his approval. by giving a pat on the back, and then finally he involved.
No, not that. You are saying that Anumanta
हाँ
Drashta.
हाँ 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 cancel किया.
Karta, Bhokta, Madhesha.
ಅದು ಒಂದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರೇ ಕೇವಲ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣರೇ ಚೊಲ್ಲುವರ್ ಅವರೇ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಪಂಪರ್
Ne?
In Bhagavata, it is there.
Ah.
Krishna himself is Vyasa. Krishna himself is all the roles, all the different roles.
ನಾಮಿ
After editing, we will again go through. Some more to be Herculean job. Nami silently dwells within us.
Listener begin listens with a great something like you can't recall what you're talking about. Oh, in that it comes.
That inspires and work. Boxing is man. Papa has said that. Sleep in the mountain, walks in man, talks in the sings to birds, something like that. Many people. Papa's poem is Papa's poem is also there on that one. He sleeps in mountains, walks through man, sings through the birds. That's a big thing. Big descriptive. Very descriptive. Oh yeah, I think I remember.
Swamiji, listener in you listens to the chanting and is greatly pleased.
Yes.
Listener in you listens to the chanting and is greatly pleased.
Tell me. The listener
In you listens to the chanting and is greatly pleased.
Listener in you
Listener in you listens to the chanting and is greatly pleased.
listens to your chanting.
Chanting and is greatly pleased.
The listener in you listens to your chanting.
Yeah. Listens to the chanting. Listens to the chanting.
And is greatly pleased.
Nisargadatta. You told in Satsang many times.
The listener in you listens to the chanting and is greatly pleased.
Only I think wherever joy comes to Swamiji, I think there is one pointed, even if it is sense enjoyment, because of one pointedness, joy is coming.
No, I was trying to remember one quotation of Papa where he says, regaling.
Recently, the mind that listens with love to the divine name is at once arrested.
The mind
that listens with love to the divine name is at once arrested.
please. The mind that listens with love
To the divine name.
eh?
To the divine name.
Through.
To
The divine name
is at once
arrested.
Its distracting activities and becomes still.
No.
Stillness is achieved
Swamiji, this only.
by regaining the mind.
Continuation. Still, see. Came 3 days ago. 4 days.
Swamiji, it is in our inward journey inside cover.
I know that, but it's not getting it. The other day we read, you remember?
Yes, sir.
Just 4 days ago.
You were concentrating upon it more and more. Stillness is achieved by regaling the mind with the sweetness of Ramna. This is what we want. Because the mind that listens with love to the divine name is at once arrested. It stops its distracting activities, becomes completely still. Stillness is achieved by regaling the mind with the sweetness of Ramna. Regaling, entertaining,
Entertain.
So, ultimately, what is today's take home message?
Regale the mind that the Nama of the Nami.
Yeah, you have to dwell upon it. How can I begin to feel the presence of the Nami, at least during the time of chanting? Sadhana consists in removing the obstacles in our nature so that the eternal truth within may reveal itself spontaneously. You know that. Our sadhana is not to bring anything new, but to remove the obstacle, parda. When chanting is done attentively, both chanting and listening, a subtle feeling of his presence begins to arise. Attentively. At times it is felt that chanting is not merely done by us, but is also being silently witnessed within. When breathing and chanting move together harmoniously, awareness of his presence deepens naturally. Chanting done with love and devotion awakens the feeling that he is near and living within us. Prayer combined with chanting softens the heart, helps us feel his presence more intimately. Prayer by whom to whom? During mental chanting, the subtle inner sound of the name helps turn the mind inward towards him. During the mental chanting, the subtle inner sound of the name helps turn the mind inward towards him. During the chanting, the mind may try to objectify the Nami and fails. Then slowly the understanding dawns that he is not an object to be seen, but the very subject, the awareness, because of which everything is known. Chanting itself becomes possible only because of his presence within us. Reflecting on this deepens the feeling that he alone enables all. As thoughts gradually quieten during the chanting, a silent feeling of his presence begins to reveal itself naturally. The last line of the Inquest of God, 35th chapter. Now Ramdas leads a
Serene.
calm and serene life. Between two chants or two thoughts, there is a silent gap. Can I gently become aware of that stillness? Can chanting gradually shift from mere repetition of sound to loving remembrance of the Nami? Can chanting gradually shift from mere repetition of sound to loving remembrance of the Nami? Can I feel the one whom I invoke through the name is already present within me as awareness, life, and peace? When the sense of me and mine becomes less active, does the feeling of his presence become clearer? Can I remain quietly alert during chanting instead of becoming mechanical or absent minded? Is it possible to allow the chanting to continue gently while inwardly resting in silence and stillness? Is it possible to allow the chanting to continue gently while inwardly resting in silence and stillness? Can I begin to recognize that the peace felt during chanting does not come from outside but from the Nami within? The more the mind becomes quiet, simple, loving, surrendered, the more naturally his presence begins to shine forth. Good. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om.